We're joined by Dr. Kachella Kiari Mala, his program leader, Wheat and Barley, Lake Chad Research Institute. Hello, doctor, and thank you so much for joining me at this time.
Thank you for having me.
So can you provide us with some insight into the current state of agriculture in the Lake Chad region now that farming activities is gradually picking up in Baga and other communities in Borno State?
Well, thank you once more. Farming activities actually commenced in the northern Borno, particularly Baga. I was in Baga. I just came back from Baga yesterday. And then with the recent changes that we actually witnessed on the effect of climate change, we experienced a very short rainfall. So the government and then the institute actually decided to reintroduce irrigation farming. So as I'm talking to you, we have put over 50 hectares of wheat production for the first time after a decade.
Hello, can you hear me, doctor?
At the shores of the lake chart. Yes, apart from the wheat production, there are other activities that is going on vegetable farming, including onions production, uh, garden egg, and also pepper. So the activities is actually coming back with the recent uh, relative peace that actually been enjoyed by the community in Baga town.
Okay. Now, this farming is supposed to commence in large scale. Now, how do you think the introduction of large-scale irrigation farming techniques will impact the farmers in the Lake Chad region?
Well, let me narrow it down to wheat production.
Okay.
Wheat is a temperate crop. It requires a very cool temperature to thrive. As such, due to the climate change, even the harmattan does not last more than 3 months. So for that reason, by embracing the best agronomic practices for wheat production, starting from early planting, coming to other agronomic practices, timely irrigation, required fertilizer application, and also the planting methods. It will actually go a long way as an institute. We have released things suitable for wheat production along the shores of the uh, Baga Fish Dam. So those varieties have the potential yield of 6 to 7 tons per hectare. So if actually the farmers, if they can adhere strictly for the best agronomic practices that we taught them, because we put on 5 hectares of demonstration plots for the farmers to learn the best practices. Because farming is now timely, farming is now, you have to embrace the advances in technology before you could get the actual projected yield that the variety carries. So we have put on the 5 hectares
Mm.
of demonstration plots, which the farmers are learning from it. It's a kind of uh, a farmer fish school, because the farmers are coming to see what we're doing, and then whatever we practice, they will go back and also implement it in their farm plots.
All right, doctor, could you elaborate on some of the benefits of irrigation farming in the context of the Lake Chad, and how do you think this would actually address the unique challenges that farmers face, such as water scarcity and also climate change?
Well, I think we just have to resort back to the irrigation farming if we want to improve the food security, because the rainfall pattern is just rhetoric. As such, irrigation farming is key. We have to engage our farmers. Doing irrigation farming, the farmers will be engaged all year round. You can produce wheat during the winter from November to March, and you can put on your rice from March to June. You can also put on another rise of rainfall from June to November. So the farmers, if they embrace the irrigated farming activities, they will be engaged all year round. Instead for them to, to be idle for almost a complete season before if the rain comes and then they'll plant it. So irrigation farming is key. We have to embrace irrigation farming before we could actually meet up the food deficit that we're facing now.
All right, Doctor. Now, when you hear Borno State, the first thing that comes to your mind is insecurity. Are there any specific measures that the government can take or should take to ensure the safety of farmers?
Well, Borno used to be actually a troubled state, but as I'm talking to you now, government has taken a lot of measures. Nigerian military have taken a lot of measures, and also the civilian JTF are doing very well. Because initially I said I just came back from Baga, so the level of insecurity is now improved tremendously. Let me just continue. Let's say about 60 to 70% has.
All right. We seem to be having a connection problem with Dr. Kachela. But thank you so much for joining us at this time to discuss this, Doctor. Now,